Okay, what's up, guys? So, Kevin Holland, in my last video, I said his career is in limbo. And he did get a really awesome armbar victory despite getting rocked really bad. I was a little worried for him just getting taken out of there. If he didn't get that armbar, I really feel like we would be saying goodbye to Kevin Holland about this point, which would have been hard. I love Kevin Holland as a person. I think that he's an amazing fighter. He's definitely left a stint in this UFC that we've got. But to see him go out like that would just be, it would have been hard. And, I know that he just got out of a fight where he almost got taken out via KO and then saved his life with an armbar. Not his life, but his career. I think he's going to need to take some time to reassess. And I think that I know the perfect fight for him when he's ready to fight a name. Because the guy who he was facing down, not a lot of people knew about. But let's have him go back down to 170 where he has time to cut that weight and go to welterweight. I firmly believe one of the perfect matchups for him is Jingliang. I think I pronounced that right. I don't know. But the Leech definitely has some merit. He did fall short against Daniel Rodriguez, even though I think that fight was a robbery. And then at UFC 287, I believe, he suffered a spinal injury. So he's been bouncing back from that, and he does need a fight coming back into the mix. What's next? Definitely Kevin Holland, I feel. Because I feel like that's a fight that I can sincerely say will go either way. That's a fight where I could not put money on it because the Leech definitely has some really awesome victories. Kevin Holland has victories in around the same stratosphere. They're around that same skill level. And the perfect way to measure this, in my opinion, would be Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev was able to finish both those guys via just grappling. And they both fought as hard as they could. Now, the Leech did last a lot longer than Kevin Holland did when Khamzat Chimaev did what Khamzat Chimaev does. But then we're going to have to add in strikes. And I feel like Jingliang is definitely a more grounded, more established, just overall better technique boxer than Kevin Holland. So that would be an interesting setup on the feet. He gets a good 1-2. He has a really good shot of knocking out Kevin. But once he gets to the ground, that's just going to be a whole different story. But that just kind of struck my mind, where I was like, what are we going to do next with Kevin Holland? Because obviously the title days in both 170 and 185 just aren't really happening for him right now. But he still has a lot of star power and still has some entertainment value to add to the fans. And that's what I really feel is like just the perfect mix where we don't feel like we're trying to launch him in any sort of title contention. Because I don't know if he would take on Gilbert Burns or one of those guys who still has some tread left in the tires. But this is my call. We got to make sure the Leech gets healthy first. Well, I'm not the doctor, so I can't really do that. But after the Leech gets healthy, he goes back into the mix, and then we have a fight. Let's go.